yards when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Now turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. A little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. Stack, we got another world tour, touching every shore. From Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together, now we one time. So let the
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just...
And right away, he lost the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. He's going to try and do this himself. He'll wind up getting two there as he does it himself and picks up the first. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Cameron Curl with the tackle that time.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's got room. There he goes left side. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Looking to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. A starting drive #2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Chase Young, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And, boy, this Burgundy and Gold defense charged up now. They stopped him behind the line again.
When the draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, lots of yardage ugly.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they run the option on 2nd down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no good on the run there now. They'll get another 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. He'll look to throw. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On second down, it's Pollard, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
They certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, but not as much running as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short game. And I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Elliott is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Second and 2. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Out of the gun, it's Howell. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 84 yards. And the Commanders have moved out in front. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Throwing for his line back, and he's got him complete. They'll want to get him just a yard out of it. And that brings up 3rd and full 10 yards.
I feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes it gets there. You can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And this is taken in at the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Howell. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. One last shot before the break. Howell. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
A final shot before break. Howell. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. There he goes left side. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Second down, Howell now. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Howell throwing on third down here. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 24 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From just shy of midfield, Howell, that's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Howell. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
First down, Howell to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Touchdown, Washington. Cole Turner from 17 yards out. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Now Joey Sly for the point after. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On first down. He'll drop to throw. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. It got his man complete. A big play here for Dallas. 51 yards. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Pollard again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown, and cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. He's got Turner. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, put the ball right on him.
Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Howell throwing on first down here. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call PPR?
Receiver still gets a point there, yeah.
Oh,
and you went that far back, no bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what, I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Howell. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Washington on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Third and long. Here's Howell. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter, when you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Second and 6. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Looking to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Micah Parsons getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And Howe will throw it. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll go play action. Howell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And once more, Howe back to the air. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Cole Turner, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.